What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis and I cover all kinds of fragrance and beauty content. So if that is something that you are into, definitely make sure you subscribe before you leave today's video. Today, y'all, I have a very overdue favorites video. This was supposed to be an October favorites and we are pretty much winding down to the end of November here. So bear with me, show me some grace, okay? We are going to jump right into it. So I am going to break this down by category like I normally do for all of my other favorites videos. And if you are interested in seeing my other favorites videos, I have that playlist linked up in the cards as well as in the description box. We are going to actually start with the fashion category because I have quite a few things in here. That I have really just been loving. A lot of this stuff is on sale right now. Some of these stores are starting their Black Friday sales early. So I will try my best to notate who is currently having a sale on what, and everything will be linked as well. So the first thing that I have been loving, that I have in multiple colors, but I'm just going to show you these two colors that I've been wearing the most. These are the Nike Vomero 5s, the Zoom Vomero 5s, excuse me. Some of you guys, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have already been seeing me wearing these, but I have two very fall-ish colors and I've just been obsessed with them, whether I am working out in them, wearing them out, wearing them casually. They're super, super comfortable, very true to size. And this style of sneaker is super vintage in the Nike world, but it is definitely coming back and on par with a lot of the trends that we're seeing these days for the dad shoes. So y'all know I loved my V2Ks, my P6000s. I still very much love those. But now I've just been wearing a lot of Vomeros because I've just been feeling like I need a little bit more support. And I'm thinking about possibly training to run a marathon next year. So I'm just warming up to the idea of that. And these shoes are definitely going to help me take a step in the right direction. So these are currently on sale. There's a million colors. I want to say one of these is actually the men's. So I did end up getting my women's equivalent size in the men's ones. And then one of these is women's. These ones are the men's ones. Sorry, y'all. But either way, they will be linked. So of course, just pay attention to if you are shopping the men's colorways or the women's ones. Nike is usually really good about having a size conversion chart. They are currently having their Black Friday sale right now. So I will have these linked in the description box. But yeah, I just love these and the colors are just super dope for the fall. We've got this chocolate brown and this kind of orangey color. Next, we have a couple of cute little Amazon finds, and I will actually have pictures of what these things look like on the side of the screen as I'm talking about them. But the first is a dress that you guys may have seen me wearing recently. This is a cute little Amazon Skims dupe. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I have put this up against some of my Skims dresses and I literally would not be able to tell the difference outside of the Skims stitching on the shirt. And honestly, I'm trying to shop more on Amazon and not continuously put my money into these expensive brands when there are several dupes that are out there. Okay. And this brand in particular, this is like the closest Skims dupe that I have found. I forgot the actual name of the Skims version, but I have a couple of the long sleeve Skims dress like this with this ribbed material. And this is literally no different. I also love the kind of higher neckline, like little t-shirt neckline, and it looks so cute on. So you guys will see that in the picture, hopefully. I also got a million colors. I forgot to mention that, but I just really love the red one. I have a black one, a green one, as well as a tan one that I wore recently to a Broadway show, and it's just super comfortable. It is very form-fitting, and it is true to size. I will say though, I actually sized down to a small in this for two reasons. I am normally a size medium, and I find with very stretchy things like this, they are usually very forgiving to where I can size down, but also I'm not necessarily a tall or a short person. I'm pretty much right in the middle. I am 5'5", 5'6". So I find sometimes if I don't size down, things can be very long on me. And that was my experience with this when I did get my true size. It was a lot roomier, but it was a little bit too long for my liking. So when I sized down, it definitely fit my body better. It was definitely hugging the curves and it just fit a little bit better for what I was wanting. So yeah, I will have this dress linked in the description box because I had to get myself a few colors, girl. It's a great layering piece going into the fall and winter. You can throw your coat on, you can throw a sweater on top, scarf, all of that. So yeah. The next Amazon pickup, it does not look super cute as I'm holding it up, but again, I will put a picture of it on the side so you guys can see what this looks like. But this is another very popular Skims dupe brand, and this is kind of like a keyhole cutout bodysuit basically. And I wore this for Halloween because I was a black cat at work. I literally put zero thought into my costume. When I put this on, I was like, girl, this is actually very, very cute. And I wore this without a bra, y'all, because this kind of has one of those awkward keyholes to where if you don't have the right bra, it's not going to look the best on you. And I was able to wear this without a bra, no problem. It actually has a lot of support in it, even though there is not a built-in bra. It's just kind of one of those bodysuits that hugs you and like low-key lifts you a little bit. So if your chest is like on the smaller side, you would probably be able to do the same thing. This is another one that I had to get a few colors in because I think this is going to be a bomb layering piece for dressing my fall outfits up or down with a good pair of wide leg pants, a cute skirt. A good bodysuit just instantly elevates your look and makes you feel super confident. So the next thing that I am completely obsessed with, that's something else my mother has tried to steal from me. I took everything out of it so you guys could kind of see what it looks like empty, but this is my current favorite bag from Madewell. I probably should have left the stuff in it, honestly, so y'all could have seen it, but I wanted to show you guys the inside. I am obsessed with this chocolate color this fall season, as you guys can see from my Vomeros. But this chocolate raisin leather, it is super, super soft, super flexible, and I find this to be literally the perfect size. I didn't want anything to be super, super big, so hopefully you guys can kind of tell like how big this is on my person. I wanted a bag that I could still have all of my essentials in, especially when I'm on the train, but that wasn't taking over my entire body. So this is literally the perfect size. Now, this particular bag does come in a few sizes. So this is a step down from the largest. And then there's also a small one, which I kind of want to get a small one in like a cute, fun accent color, like a red or a wine. But yeah, the next one on my list is actually the burgundy suede one. I really wanted to get that one first, but I was like, girl, get the brown because you're going to wear that more. Okay. But if they have a sale for Black Friday, which I'm pretty sure their sale has already started, I definitely need to pick up that suede burgundy one as well because I just love the silhouette of this bag. I love like the buckle. It's kind of simplistic, but I love the gold hardware. And let me just show you guys the inside. It's very, very deep. So you have a lot of room in here to put things. And it's just super cute. I always get compliments on this bag anytime I wear it anywhere. And it matches a pair of chocolate leather boots that I'm loving right now, but I did not include in this video because they have been sold out for so long and I got them a long time ago. So yeah, leading me into the next fave. So I'm also really into this super cute little cherry bag charm that I got. You guys know bag charms are becoming very, very popular, and a lot of the brands, they're just super expensive for no reason. Okay. AKA Coach. All right. And no shade to Coach. All right. But you know, if you're in your saving money era, like I am, there's nothing wrong with a good dupe. Okay. And so I ended up picking this up from Amazon as well. And it's actually really, really nice quality. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell how heavy that is. And the cherries have like little shimmer. It's just really, really cute, y'all. Like, I love a good bag charm. And for me, I don't think I would add anything else to this particular bag just because I like the simplicity of just the one red. But if I get the burgundy one, I might do something a little different with that one. So then this one is actually one that I bought as well. This did not come with the cherry. I just wanted an extra little gold loop if I wanted to add something else to it. So that's just there kind of randomly, but I will have both of them linked in the description box for y'all. Last clothing item, something else from Nike, but this is something that I have been loving for years, just this particular line of things from Nike, which I don't know if any of you guys know this, but in my retail days, I actually was a manager at Nike way back when. So I have quite a lot of Nike stuff. This is the Nike Tech Fleece hoodie. And this has been my favorite, you guys, especially for layering under my bubble coats or just throwing on top of whatever else that I'm wearing. So this I actually sized up to a large in, which I wouldn't even really say it's me sizing up just because I typically always get my outerwear in a large anyway because I know I like to layer things. But I just love this hoodie, y'all. It's super, super warm, super cozy. And the fact that everything is just kind of monochromatic black, including like the little pull tabs for the hood if you want to adjust it, this just makes it look so chic and so fashionable. Like, I can even wear this with a trench coat and it instantly elevates the look just because of how this hoodie is, as well as the material. It is just super, super soft and warm, and it keeps the heat in. So yeah, y'all, I want to say this is actually on sale too. The only thing I don't like about this hoodie, you guys, which I'm very surprised that Nike did not do this, is that this particular one does not have thumb holes. I know the zip up tech fleece has thumb holes, as well as some of the other tech fleece items, but this specific hoodie does not have thumb holes. So that's the only drawback, because I love me some good thumb holes. But other than that, y'all, this just has really, really nice details on it. And hopefully I have a picture of me wearing it. If not, I'll put a picture of the model wearing it on the side. But yeah, I just really, really love this. And it kind of goes over your head and has this part to keep your neck warm. Or if you are someone like me and you just want to bury your face in your hoodie and just go to sleep, you can do that too. So yeah, that is the Nike Tech Fleece hoodie. All right, girl. And this is not a fashionable item necessarily, but this is something that, and excuse my straw, it has lip gloss on it, okay? But this is something you guys have seen in a lot of my fall videos. I just kept telling you guys, y'all gonna see it in the favorites video. Y'all gonna see it in the favorites video. So this is my good old Stanley, okay? This honestly is the one that I have been using the most over the last few months. This is from the Joanna Gaines line, the Hearth in Hand, I believe, from Target. And I had to have this because of the color. Like this ox blood color, I mean, nothing screams fall more than this color to me. I had to pick it up because I am a huge Stanley girl, okay? I try not to go crazy with it, but this was definitely a color that spoke to me. And I also just love the kind of lighter colored accents that are on here. So I definitely had to scoop this up, and it's just been helping me to drink my water, especially if you are someone that deals with seasonal depression. Water and vitamin D3 are key. Okay, so I will link my favorite vitamin D3 in the description box for you guys as well, that I have been using, that has just been helping to combat those seasonal blues that are starting to creep in now that it's getting darker earlier and all of that good stuff. So, but yeah, this is my fave Stanley at the moment. A close second runner-up will be the newest one that I just picked up in a recent holiday haul. It's the e.l.f. Stanley collab. I got the Red Delicious tumbler, which is a little bit smaller than this one, but honestly, this one just lives at home. I've been taking the other one with me to work because it's a little bit smaller, but this is my home Stanley, and I just love her. And yeah, y'all always see me drinking my water out of this. So, okay, now that we have the fashion items out of the way, let's move into a little bit of beauty, makeup, fragrance, all of that good stuff. So let's jump right into it. My first favorite when it comes to the makeup category has been this Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal. Hopefully you guys can see that, but as you can see, it's been very well loved. And if you guys can kind of see my lashes right now, I have just been really, really loving this, especially for pulling out my bottom lashes. I have been using the shade Black Brown, but they also have a like more chocolatey brown that I think I want to try next, but that is what the applicator looks like. I have just been enjoying the way that it separates and defines my lashes, as well as gives me a little bit of volume and length. This is just a mascara that I have been using a ton, and I can definitely see myself repurchasing in the near future. My next current favorite is something that I have had for a little while. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Unlock palette. This is one of their holiday ones that they do every year. This is the one from last year. Not gonna lie, y'all, I'm still thinking about possibly getting the one that just came out this year, so I will have that one linked, because of course this one is sold out, but they are very, very similar. I just love these holiday palettes because not only do you get this huge mirror, but the shades that you get are just bomb. They have a really, really great formula. The Hourglass palettes themselves, like if you buy the individual shades of a highlighter or a shadow or bronzer, they're usually around $70 to $100 sometimes. So this palette being $95 is actually a really, really great value for Hourglass. I don't know that Hourglass themselves is doing a holiday type of sale. They do these every year in varying shades. So you have a palette that is geared towards light to fair skin, then you have the medium tone, and then you have the darker one. I want to say that this is the medium tone from last year. So yeah, don't quote me on that. I could be wrong because I can't remember if the snake was the medium or the dark. But either way, this year I was really interested in both the medium and the dark, because since I'm kind of in the middle, both of them show up well on my skin. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. Before the month is over, I may possibly pick up the 2024 version, but I have just really been loving the formulas, and I've literally been using every single thing in this palette. These two blush shades right here, I've been mixing together. And then I usually top it off with one of these that gives me a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of glow, kind of like a highlight situation, as well as the finishing powder that is in here. So I've literally been using everything in here. And that's saying a lot for me because I don't usually do anything super, super crazy with my makeup. But I found that anytime I take a trip or go out of town, I could get away with just having this and maybe like my setting powder and my foundation, and I will be covered. Did not need to bring any extra blushes, highlighters, and things like that. So yeah, these are definitely a good value for your money. Next, we're going to talk about a couple of my favorite lip oils currently, which one I am wearing today, and that is the Fenty Beauty Lip Oil. This one is in the shade Frosted Buns, and I absolutely fell in love with this, y'all, when I first got it. I love the subtle color and the shimmer that it adds. And also the applicator is really, really nice as well. So hopefully you guys can kind of see what that looks like. But I just love the shimmer in this, y'all. This looks really good on top of another lip combo or by itself, as you can see, because I literally have nothing else on. And the formula is not sticky. It does not just sit on top of the skin. Like, I really do feel like it is moisturizing my skin and just making them look super juicy and luscious. So yeah, definitely been loving this one. And also have been loving the shade from e.l.f. that matches the Stanley Cup that I just bought, which is the Red Delicious. If you guys want to see what this looks like on, I literally just had it in. I just had it on in a couple of past videos. But this just gives on my skin that kind of like you just bit your lip look, and it just looks very flushed and red, like almost like that cold girl makeup trend. I think that's kind of why I'm into it right now, because this gives me like a very wintry makeup look. So I have been loving wearing this by itself also. But this also looks really, really good on top of a lipstick as well, a red lip. It will look really, really pretty on, or just doing a lip combo with. I think this would add a really nice light sheer reddish tint to your combo. I don't know why for the longest time I thought this was going to show up more opaque, but it's definitely more of that jelly type of red, and it looks really, really good. So that is the e.l.f. Red Delicious Lip Oil. This is something else that I actually was gifted when I went to LA for the YouTube event. So this was in our little goodie bags, but I have fallen in love with both one of the blushes as well as one of the highlighters that's in here. So I will link this gift set, because if you don't want to splurge and get the full size of these products, this is a great way to try them out for yourself. But this is the Rare Beauty Mini Blush and Luminize Trio. And I'm just going to show you guys, I am absolutely loving this shade of the blush, which I am wearing today. So this is in the shade Virtue. It's kind of like a salmon colored pink, as well as the Enliven highlighter. So I want to say that these shades are exclusive to this gift set. But y'all, this highlight, it's actually insane. Like, it kind of has a rose gold kind of payoff. So hopefully you guys can see that. But this is so gorgeous on my skin. I have been using this like at the high points of my cheeks, or like on the bridge of my nose, and it just pays off so well and just gives me such a soft, subtle, shimmery glow. So I have been loving both of these together. Hopefully these aren't like limited edition shades, because I would like to purchase them in like the full size, or at least something comparable. I'm super excited to keep using these and hopefully try some other colors in the future. And lastly, for makeup, this is a brand that is currently having a sale right now, so I would definitely hop on it if you want to try this product. But this is something else that I have been absolutely loving. I did put it back in the box so you guys can kind of see how it looks in this box, because I think this is a great gift item, like for someone who is either first getting into makeup or someone who is a makeup pro. These brushes are so good. This is my first time ever trying this brand, and now I totally understand the hype. So this is the BK Beauty Signature Holy Grail Brush Trio, and it comes with a contoured foundation, a mini contoured foundation, and a hot and flashy concealer brush. So as you guys can see, I've already used all of these. There's makeup on them, but I just wanted you guys to see what they look like in here. And they also comes with this really, really nice leather-ish kind of travel pouch in that same fall oxblood color that I've just been loving, as you can see. So this is perfect for me. But outside of that, the quality of these brushes, y'all, and I'm not ashamed to say this, okay? I never used to be a girly that felt like I needed to have super high quality, amazing brushes. Like, I was fine with my little e.l.f.s, my Real Techniques. Like, Nothing wrong with it, right? I tried these. The density of these bristles and how flawlessly it applied my makeup, my brushes, like the payoff from my product to the brush, this definitely made me a believer in really investing into the quality of your makeup brushes. So I highly recommend this brand. I'm definitely going to pick up a few other brushes myself. I may actually get another set of this just so I can have backups when these are dirty, because I have just been loving these brushes, you guys, and highly recommend that you try this set out. Now we are going to move into skincare. I have a few skincare slash body care faves that I've been loving. The first thing is this Supergoop Super Screen. So as you guys know, we are starting to go into the colder months, but more specifically in New York, we are anticipating having a very dry winter, like kind of like a drought in winter. So it's going to be a dry, cold winter. And you guys know that just means it's going to be very windy. It's that wind chill. It's just going to feel very, very harsh. So I've really been trying to make sure I keep my skin moisturized throughout the day. And this is a daily hydrating cream that has SPF 40 in it. As y'all can see, I'm almost done with it, but this is so thick and richly moisturizing, you guys. And when I tell y'all, not only am I taking care of wearing my SPF, but it gives my skin the prettiest, like natural glow, and it just makes my skin look like it's kind of glowy, radiating from within. Like, it reminds me a lot of the glow screen, but not with that tint. It just kind of makes your natural skin look healthy and just really glowy and radiant and moisturized. So I really, really love this. However, I will say if you do have oily skin, I would not recommend this, because this probably will make oily skin that much more oily. But it is super moisturizing, and I have just been loving this as my SPF lately. Next, for my body moisturizers, I have been loving, as y'all can see, this is probably about to be empty soon, but this is the Fenty Beauty Butter Drop Body Milk. If you guys are new to my channel, I am definitely a lover of the original Butter Drop body butters. I absolutely love them. The formula is amazing, super nourishing, super moisturizing. However, I've said this before, that sometimes the moisturization on the Butter Drop body butters can be a little too much. Like if you're in a hurry and you are not trying to have to rub in and do all, it can be a little much. Or if you are doing something and you don't want to be oily and rubbing off on stuff, it can be a little much. Okay. And that's the one negative, and I wouldn't even say it's negative, but that's the one thing I can say about the body butter formulas. So when they came out with this, I was like, sign me up, because I don't know how, but she basically created the same Butter Drop formula in which you still get that kind of like slightly oiled sheen look on your skin, but in a lotion formula that absorbs super, super quick, and your skin is still moisturized. Like, I have no idea how she did that, but I love using this when I am on the go, when I am in a rush, when I do not feel like putting on a whole bunch of body butters, this, that, and the third. This has been a game changer for me. Okay, so highly recommend it. I would not say I use this for the scent, because honestly, it just kind of has the same scent to me to the original Butter Drop body butter. It's just kind of that light, fresh type of scent. It's not anything crazy. But again, for what I need this for, it hits all the marks, and I will probably have to re-up on this one soon. Now, speaking of body butters, y'all, another body butter I have been absolutely obsessed with, and if you guys saw my last Bath & Body Works body care day haul, y'all will know I scooped up a few more of these, but this is the Bath & Body Works Vanilla Romance Body Butter. And if you guys did not know what this smells like, this is basically a very woody, slightly spicy, very sexy, deep fall vanilla. And I just absolutely love this, y'all. The actual notes in here are fresh cardamom, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. So again, if you are a lover of those very woody vanillas, I've talked about this so much and talked about this scent so much that I just love layering this with all of my fall fragrances, especially all of the scents that are on my current perfume tray, which if you have not seen that video, I will link that up top. Not super, super greasy. It definitely still leaves my skin moisturized without leaving a sticky residue or anything behind. And the scent itself lingers for so long. Like, this just really helps your perfumes to project and last in. This is just a perfect fall scent. So if you guys have not tried this body butter yet, or the scent in general, I would definitely recommend it. At this point, I think the best time to get these body butters is when Bath & Body Works does the all body care day types of sales. Or if you can't wait for that, doing a buy three, get three, of course. But either way, just have this on your radar the next time you go into Bath & Body Works. Give it a try if it's still in stock, and let me know how you guys like it. All right, now next, you guys, this is something I have absolutely been loving when I do wear any of my vanilla romance combos, and this is the Saltaire Santal Bloom body wash. I have used several of Saltaire's body washes, and this one is just my favorite during the colder months because this is a powdery, woody, very sexy scent that just plays so well with so many of the scents that I'm wearing right now. Like, honestly, if you guys have ever smelled the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 59, this body wash reminds me of that scent. To me, this smells like a woody, slightly powdery vanilla. Like, it just smells like there's some sandalwood in here, there's some vanilla in here, and it just smells like fall, y'all. I just love this. It lathers up beautifully, and I also just love anytime a body wash has a pump. If you have not tried this, you can also get these smaller sizes now, as well as like a little trial set of all of the different scents. But this one, as well as the Golden Hour, have been my faves by far. Before we move into fragrance and a couple of books that I want to talk to you guys about, we're going to finish with a couple of skincare things that I have been really enjoying. So during the day, y'all, I have really been liking this Bubble Daydream Tone and Texture Serum. It is a vitamin C and niacinamide serum. I actually first found out about this on, I cannot think of their channel, but it's two guys that have a dermatologist skincare channel, and I watch their videos all the time, and they did like a review talking about a ton of Bubble products, and they were saying how this is really, really good for how inexpensive it is and how many benefits it has. And I have told you guys several times before on my channel, my skin really loves vitamin C, especially during the day. It just is like giving your skin a glass of orange juice. I find that my skin loves vitamin C based products, especially with the niacinamide. I am someone that deals with hyperpigmentation and dark marks. So if I can get both of those in one serum, sign me up. And y'all, this has really been a game changer for my daytime skincare. It really just aids in giving my skin that healthy glow, as well as fading the dark marks during the day. So I don't have to strictly rely on my nighttime skincare products. And it also absorbs into the skin really, really well too. So this is definitely something that is newer to the collection that I have really, really been enjoying, and I cannot wait to try some other products from them. And lastly, I have been loving from one of my OG beloved skincare brands. This is Sunday Riley's Juno Antioxidant Skincare Facial Oil. This I actually picked up when they were having a sale on this on Amazon at some point, and it took me forever to use this, y'all. But when I tell you I love putting this on my skin at night, and my skin wakes up so juicy and refreshed and hydrated and glowy. Like, I truly feel like this has been aiding in the overall health of my skin lately. It has a ton of superfoods. As an obsession-worthy face oil, Juno gives an instant glow to dehydrated skin by restoring and rehydrating the skin's natural moisture barrier with a blend of organic, cold-pressed, antioxidant-rich superfood seed oil. So yeah, it just has a ton of superfoods in it, and everything I just said, y'all, is literally facts, because with me trying to make sure my skin stays hydrated in this colder, drier air, this has been doing the job, sealing in the moisture, just keeping the glow alive. I've just never been disappointed with a Sunday Riley product, honestly. So yeah, that is the Juno Superfood Facial Oil. Before we finish off with the fragrances, y'all, I do want to talk about a couple of books. Highly recommend, if you're not a reader, girl, you can just use this timestamp, go to the fragrances, okay? I've really been enjoying getting back into my reading bag. I like to read a self-help or self-improvement book on the side. Sometimes I'll listen to it on Audible, and sometimes I'll read a physical book. So I have two here. One I'm listening to on Audible, and one I am currently reading. But the first one is from Real Talk Kim. This is called You Gotta Get Up. I first discovered her on a random Instagram post and found her Instagram page. And she basically is a Christian faith, a Christian faith-based motivational speaker. Has a lot of very, very good spiritual Christian-based advice. And I be needing that sometimes, because hearing a motivational speaker is good every now and then, but hearing a motivational speaker who has their teachings rooted in God and the word, that just hits differently for me. And I don't want to get too deep into religion on my channel, but I am a believer of God. Okay. So I need the verses, I need the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? And she's really, really good about that. So this book is basically just kind of talking about her journey through her life, her spiritual journey, some very, very difficult things that she has gone through in her life, how she's overcome and completely changed her life around. And I just love stories like that. I can really help to inspire you with whatever you are going through. So not to get too deep into it because I don't really want to spoil it, but I definitely think that this book is really, really inspirational, really inspiring. And like I said, if you are into the type of stuff that I just said, you should definitely check her out. Her book, I want to say she was on Good Morning America as well. Like it was like a whole big thing. And also follow her on Instagram because she posts a lot of motivational and spiritual messages. It's exactly what it says here. Like, you can't stay down, girl. You got to get up. The next book, I cannot think of the author's name right now because this is on my Audible that I'm listening to. But this book is called Single on Purpose. This book is for all of my girlies and any guys, if y'all are watching, okay, if you are in your intentional single season. I pretty much told myself, y'all, that I did not want to date anybody when I first moved to New York because I knew I was going to be in a kind of vulnerable position, being in a new city, not really knowing people. Like, I have a very obsessive personality. And if I like somebody, I'm going hard, I'm going all in, right? And being in a new place, I don't want to attach my entire identity or experience of that city to a person. So I really wanted to be intentional with not dating anybody my first year being here. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, it's been very hard. It's been very hard. Someone who is 32 years old, I'm still pretty young, okay? Don't have any kids. And, there are times when I'm just like, when am I going to meet my person? And it starts to make me very, very anxious. But at the end of the day, you guys, I definitely trust that my person is out there. And this book is all about being super intentional with your single season and not seeing being single as like a bad thing, but really diving deep into getting to know yourself, making use of your time, and really just preparing yourself to be the best that you can be. So without, again, spoiling it too much, it really, really gets down and breaks it down into very practical things that you can do. Even if maybe you just got out of a breakup and you're trying to find yourself again, like, it is a really, really good post-breakup book, but it's also just a really, really good book for navigating your single season and just being your best self. So let's talk fragrances. Had to finish with my favorite category. We have a few fragrances here, y'all. I usually try not to go crazy with the fragrances, but I have a lot of faves right now. Some of these being on sale or, there's going to be a sale, whatever. But these are some fragrances I've really just been loving over the past couple of months, weeks. We're going to start with body mist. The first body mist is a returning classic from Bath & Body Works that I've just been absolutely loving. This is my girl, Strawberry Snowflakes. I've always loved this scent, but I don't know, it's just hitting differently for me this year. I've really just been enjoying wearing this one, and especially now that we just got the new Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow. Girl, if you haven't seen my review on that, please watch that. I will link it up top. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, this is basically a really nice, slightly citrusy strawberries and cream fragrance that you wouldn't necessarily think of when you think of fall and winter fragrances, but almost like strawberries and snow. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I think of when I smell this. And it's just very likable. This also gets a lot of compliments, and surprisingly, it's very long lasting for me this year. So I did already pick up a backup of this scent. Next body mist that I have been absolutely loving. This is the Floor Vanilla Skin. I really can't tell y'all when I picked this up, but I have put a significant dent in here since I got it. And ooh, y'all, this is so freaking sexy to me. And honestly, this really does perform like an eau de toilette, maybe even eau de parfum. This does not perform like a typical body mist to me. And I think that's why I have not jumped the gun and gotten the perfume of this just yet, because I can get literally a huge amount of juice if I just get the bigger body mist of this instead of splurging and getting the perfume that's going to be a little bit less. Even though it'll probably be slightly more concentrated, I just feel like I get the same vibes from this. Notes in this are top notes of pink pepper, pink apple, sugar crystals, middle notes of lily, jasmine petals, and cashmere wood, base notes of benzoin, vanilla, sandalwood, and agarwood. I mean, there's literally all of my favorite notes in here. And this just smells sticky, sweet, delicious, woody, yummy. I don't know. And it's crazy because I literally can smell the sugar crystals in here, but it's still a very deep, woody, sensual, sexy fragrance. And I just really, really love this. There's something in here that is almost smelling a little caramelly too, like a butterscotch, a toffee. I don't know, but it is very sweet. Also gets a lot of compliments as well. Literally everything that I have layered this fragrance with, which I will link the most recent layering video that I have done with this fragrance up top in the cards. But yeah, every single combo that I've done with this, it hits. And when I finish this, I'm either going to get the perfume or I'm going to get the larger sized body mist of this, because I honestly feel like it is worth the money. It performs like a perfume to me. So yeah, that is Fleur's Vanilla Skin. Oh my God. This smells so good. Okay, last for the body mist, which is honestly kind of in the same realm and territory as Vanilla Skin. This is Mix Bar's Vanilla Bourbon. Y'all, I grabbed this just as a little travel, something to throw in my bag when I went to LA last month. And I completely forgot how much I loved this scent and how much it reminds me of Philosophy's Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere, which, spoiler alert, that is also in this video and I'll be talking about it next. But this is definitely a more powdery, woody, super, super rich, boozy, seductive scent. And just like Fleur's Vanilla Skin, yeah, this performs to me like an eau de toilette. Anytime I have worn this, I have a very decent scent bubble in which people are smelling me. They're telling me I smell good. They say I smell delicious, yummy, whatever. And this is another scent that just screams fall to me. So girl, you do not have to splurge and break the bank to smell good. This body mist was literally what, $2, $3 at Target in the travel section. So you can get the full size of this as well as the perfume, but this has been doing me a lot of justice. And as you can see, I have been wearing the crap out of it and will probably be finishing her up soon. So again, if you like those richer, woody, almost borderline unisex, boozy vanilla fragrances, you should definitely check this out. This definitely gives me vibes of like Replicas by the Fireplace or like Jazz Club almost. It's just kind of in that same family of those very unique, super sensual, kind of unisex vanilla fragrances. Now, since we just talked about my girl, let's go ahead and jump into Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. This is just a classic, and I feel like I talk about this scent regularly in favorites videos or layering videos, but it's just such a crowd pleaser. I will say though, the only drawback with this is it does get better the longer that you have it, and I usually go through this pretty quickly. This is definitely a very creamy, woody vanilla. Again, that is pretty much a common theme in this video for a lot of these fragrances, but that is what I gravitate towards. That is what I go towards during the colder months. And yeah, there's something in here that's a touch boozy to me, but overall, you're getting the vanilla, you're getting some sandalwood. There is also a creamy coconut note in here. And this just smells so good, y'all. This just smells so good. Like, usually everyone who smells this really enjoys it. And it smells much more expensive than what it is. So I will have this linked as well as a gift set that is hopefully still in stock, because this usually comes out in a really cute gift set every single year. And I think this is a perfect giftable fragrance, as well as something to just have for yourself. And the gift set is usually like 2 for the price of 1 in a way. And I think it's a really good value. So yeah, if you have not tried this, I definitely recommend checking this one out. Next two, I'm going to kind of mention together because this has been like one of my favorite perfume layering combos lately. But this is going to be Jo Malone's Ginger Biscuit. And as we can see, I just picked this bottle up and she already has a cute little dent in here, as well as Lattafa's Angam, which equally has a cute little dent in here, which, if you did not know, this is a dupe for Burberry Goddess, which in my opinion takes all of the best parts of Burberry Goddess and puts it in a more affordable bottle. So that is also longer lasting, a little bit sweeter. And I just personally think that this is just one of the best dupes so far this year. Like this and Lattafa's Eclair. Lattafa's just killing the game, honestly. But this has that very sweet ginger, cacao, vanilla with a little bit of lavender. And I just thought that it would pair perfectly with Ginger Biscuit, because even though Ginger Biscuit is definitely more of a gourmand ginger and it smells like a ginger snap cookie, I still feel like it is kind of missing something on its own, right? And it needs something to really help ground it that's not going to take away that very beautiful ginger note that's in here. So these two paired together beautifully well, y'all. A sophisticated ginger snap cookie. Like, I don't know. That's not a thing, but that's what this gives me. It just gives you the perfect balance between smelling like you have your ish together, smelling sweet, smelling comforting. And I think this is just an elite fall combo. So if you have Angam or if you have Burberry Goddess, I definitely think you should try this combo out. If you have Joe Malone's Ginger Biscuit, I will have this linked as well because I know at this point Sephora has already sold out of this. This is a seasonal offering, but there are a couple of places that do still have this available. So I will have those linked in the description box. The last fragrance that I have been loving is a fragrance that I actually just emptied. So if you did not see my most recent perfume empties that I have emptied since moving to New York video, definitely check that out. But this is Sniff and Alex L's Heal the Way. And ooh, I'm so glad I have another bottle of this on the way, girl, because it's empty and I'm like fiending a little bit because like I literally fell in love with this scent. It took me not even a full 2 months to go through this, y'all. I was reaching for this. It's one of those scents that you just keep coming back to. Like, this is a pistachio cream. There's some Divana. There's a little bit of, I want to say there's Palo Santo in here. Like, it is more of an aromatic gourmand, but it just smells so good. And y'all, I have been getting so many compliments on this at work. I think that's honestly how I finished it so quick because I just kept wanting to spray myself to like make sure like everybody could still smell me. But y'all, this was smelling so good. It just smells so good. And it gives you a nice, decent scent bubble to where you're not doing the most, but you are still a presence known in the room. You know what I mean? So if you love your sweeter gourmand fragrances that lean a little bit more on the aromatic side and it's not super, super literal, foodie, all of that, you definitely should check this one out. I have absolutely been loving and obsessing over this one. And like I just said, I've already picked up another bottle and it's on the way. So that is Sniff's Heal the Way. Okay, y'all, I said that was my last one, but I decided I'm gonna sneak this one in too because this is another one that I've been loving to layer with everything. And I have put a significant dent in here as well. So the original video where I first picked this up, I loved it from jump, but I just have to say it has already gotten so much better since having it. And I've only had it for maybe a couple of months now, but this is Royal Musk Caramel Toffee. And as you guys can see, I have put a nice size dent in here as well because this literally is what the name says. It smells like a buttery caramel toffee candy, like those Mrs. Werther's, I think that's the name, mixed with a soft skin musk. It smells so good, you guys. It truly smells like candy on the skin or something like that. Like, I have no idea, but this is the perfect gourmand layering fragrance because it's almost like you're just adding a touch of sweetness to your natural skin. So it goes beautifully with every single thing that I have worn it with, even my more floral, aromatic, whatever perfumes. I don't always wear this with my gourmands. I sometimes add this to other perfumes that I want to add a touch of sweetness to. This has just been bomb for layering, you guys. And even on the days where I don't want to think too hard and I just want to throw something on that kind of smells like me, this is one of those scents. And I have just been completely obsessed with this one. All right, you guys, that is it for my favorites video. I'm not even going to call this an October or November favorites, girl. We're just going to call this a current favorites because it has been long overdue. If you have tried some of these things, definitely let me know in the comments below if you're interested in them, if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.